Welcome everyone. Today I wanted to talk about the reward sharing schemes for stake pools paper that was just released, and I just wanted to see what everyone's thoughts on the paper were. I was very impressed. I started looking through it. It's complex. It's difficult to understand everything, especially for myself, but I think that I was able to grab some of the most important tidbits from the paper. And one of the conclusions that I got from this paper was the idea that the Cardano staking system is not going to be a race to the bottom for these staking pools. So the system that they're setting in place is a non-myopic Nash equilibrium system. So basically what that means, it's like a game that's involving multiple players, and each player is assumed to know the equilibrium strategies of the other players, and no player has anything to gain by changing only their own strategy. So basically, I'm getting from this paper that staking pool A does not need to race to the bottom from if there's another staking pool. So staking pool A, there's staking pool B, there's staking pool C. Just by undercutting each other by a penny or whatever business economics are in place in order to game the staking system, it's not an incentive here. They've really thought out a methodical process to ensure that the system stays fair and people are just not running to the bottom. And why is this a problem? The running to the bottom problem is a huge problem for lots of cryptocurrencies to this day, and most economic systems in which there is a reward, meaning that, at first it starts off great for everyone, but after a while rewards just go down and down and down because everyone is undercutting each other. There's too much supply. People do not have the option of choosing. Things just deteriorate over time. It's the same idea when you have a company like Uber. Uber has drivers. The economics of Uber have decreased over time. Do we want a system that is like Uber? It starts off great for everyone at the beginning, and over time it just deteriorates because the science and the math is just not there? I don't think so. So one of the important things that I highlighted was on page 4, and let's just scroll down to page 4 real quick. So there's this equation, a prime sub 0 equals a sub 0 times a whole different other factor. And basically what I saw from this was that the conclusion of this formula is that this a sub 0, it needs to be closest to 0 in order to increase the profitability of a staking pool. So whatever that seems to be, whether that means stake, so Z sub 0 is like stake saturation. So let's say that a staking pool has 1 million ADA and the stake saturation is 1.5 million given the parameters of the amount of costs that they're paying to their servers and employee costs and various different things. So that 1.5 million is that ideal stake saturation for that pool. Anything over may decrease the profitability of that staking pool over a given period of time. So each staking pool will have its different A sub 0 and Z sub 0, all of them trying to get to a 0 score for A sub 0 in order to be maximize their profitability. But that there's also a stake saturation, and that's going to change depending on the staking pool and how much ADA that they have available. So this means that IOHK will probably have a staking pool, but IOHK is not going to be the only profitable staking pool, and there may be profitable staking pools that are much smaller than IOHK because the saturation level for the IOHK staking pool is not at the level of another staking pool. So this allows competition. It allows for a multiplicity of staking pools to be available to all the Cardano holders, and it's not necessarily going to be in your best self-interest to go with the largest staking pool all the time. And this is another point that I wanted to touch on quickly, is this idea of profitability. So when we go down to page 29, give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the stake distribution for certain experiments. So there are all these statistics and all these like ranking systems based on the staking pool, and just because a staking pool may have the most ADA aligned to it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the most profitable. You have one, they're first in this ranking, but 81st in this ranking. So there's a distribution here. It's not like it's 111, 222, 333. And why this is important is because over the years, the gap between the staking pools, if it's just winner takes all, is just going to increase. And by the end of the 5-year period, which staking pool is going to be left? IOHK. That's going to be the only staking pool available, because they're going to have all the stake, all the profitability. There's going to be no reason to stake anywhere else. And then you have a broken system. It's not decentralized. In the paper, they talk about EOS's model and how just a small percentage of people could crash the entire EOS network, because staking is not decentralized. It's a centralized network, and it's not going to lead to long-term success or longevity. Whoever wants to shut it down is going to be able to shut it down. So here they have different graphs based on the staking pool. So for example, they have a staking pool that's low cost and has low stake influence, meaning like they have a smaller amount of ADA, and and it tells you the desirability of these staking pools. And basically the conclusion for this is that the low cost, high stake influence are going to be the most desirable staking pools to go after. So as you can see, the desirability for a low cost medium stake influence is around 0.09. The desirability of a low cost low stake influence is also 0.09. But if we scroll down to low cost high stake influence, that's 0.105. But the thing is that as you increase your saturation rate, your costs are going to increase. So you can't stay low cost high stake influence forever. So let's say that there's a staking pool A, and staking pool A, its saturation limit is 1.5 million ADA, right? And it's super profitable right now because the desirability is great. It's like, let's say there's 1.3 million ADA in that staking pool. It hasn't reached its maximum capacity yet. But the thing is that other people are going to see this profitability and delegate some stake to that staking pool. So 1.3 million is going to turn into 1.4, then 1.5, and then 1.6. All of a sudden, it's over its oversaturation rate for that particular time. So it becomes a medium cost, high stake influence staking pool. And now there's another one that's a low cost, high stake influence, so people are going to move their ADA around. So it's going to be a constant balancing effect. And costs are going to have to be decreased. So if that company or if that staking pool wants to continue being dominant as a low-cost, high-stake influence, they're going to have to invest more money into their servers or whatever infrastructure they have in order to maximize their ADA, their maximum ADA, or their saturation of ADA for that particular staking pool. See, here we have a high cost, low stake influence. Desirability is very low. People are not going to be wanting to pay large fees for a staking pool. High cost, low stake influence, high cost, medium stake influence is 0.04 as well. And high cost, high stake influence is 0.04. So these are great graphs to see exactly what you should be looking for. And the things that we need to be looking for are low cost, low stake influence. I am going to be documenting my journey from day one to day infinity. So I am going to be sharing with you exactly what staking pools I'm joining and why I'm joining it. I am here for the long run. I really want to live within this ecosystem. And if I want to live within this ecosystem, I need to make sure that my ADA is staking and creating some sort of passive income so I can really contribute my max to this system. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there just like me that want to see their long-term success, or they want to live with inside the Cardano ecosystem. So let me know what you think about this paper. Once again, taking it to the next level, and let me know what your thoughts are. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share. It really helps. Share anything that you want, and I'm here to respond to your comments, and I am excited about the future. Staking is going to be awesome. I can't wait till Shelly comes out. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you.